Alright guys, yeah, I'm doing alright. You alright, do lads? Every day we're above ground is a great day. And yeah, let me tell you, not sound the GoPro, and I'm 4,024 days no bookies. Doing alright there, de-lads. So, wasn't actually planning on doing this video tonight anyway, but I was just in the mood because I've got a free weekend. Get in and see sign mark. I could have actually played along a little bit longer with that and put more effort into doing a bit of a tribute to Seaside Mark. But yeah, so wasn't planning on doing this review, but I've got a long weekend. Well, a free weekend, not a long weekend, just a normal weekend. And I've got to wait for the washing machine to finish anyway. So I thought, do you know what? Might as well have another beer. And we're going to conclude the Brewser box tonight. Project X box. Project X. Sounds weird when you say Project X box. So I had the double IPA a little bit earlier on. So we're finishing off with Intergalactic Panettone Imperial Stout. Is that alright with you, lads? Says lads. So yeah, this is a collaboration between Tempest and UnBarred. 10% ABV, brewed at Tempest, based on a classic panettone recipe. Not gonna lie, as much as I love Italian cuisine, panettone's pretty fucking boring. Big, rich and sticky malt character, layered with notes of honey, vanilla and zesty citrus, brought together by a warm, boozy hun. Warm, boozy hun, that's me. Gay. So, malted barley, oats, lactose, orange zest, lemon zest, honey, vanilla. So, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of like panettone or panettone or panettone. Don't know what I was doing there. We all know it's panettone. I've probably just had really low quality panettones, and yes, I am in my boxes, but is that alright with you, lads? Fucking get in. So yeah, looking forward to this. It's an interesting collaboration for me, Tempest and UnBarred. Both of them do very good dark beers, and both of them are breweries that I need to drink a lot more of. I used to have a really nice UnBarred sort of tulip glass, or schooner. Is it schooner? Schooner? Is that alright with you, lads? Well, it's better than spending money in the bookies. Every day we're above ground is a great day. So, yeah. Don't know what I was saying. But, yeah. Nice 10% Imperial Stout. Oh, yeah, I had an UnBarred glass, which, if you know me personally, you know I've got a terrible track record with glasses. And this is about the, like, legitimately the 6th or 7th Cloudwater branded glass that I have owned. And not always because of me, they do seem to end up getting broken. And isn't it always the case that it's never your sort of like generic day-to-day glasses that end up getting smashed? It's always the ones that you've got a soft spot for, you've probably paid over the odds for. Yeah, and it just seems to me like every Nicola glass that I've ever owned has been smashed in stupid circumstances, and not always by my hand. But you can see the start of my turbid relationship with Cloudwater glassware when we had the Manchester Piss Up in 2017 when PA Brew News, Paul, even though it's, I think it's PA Outdoors couple, came to visit us in Manchester, and I was an absolute twat during those live streams. I don't know why, I can't remember what I was watching on TV comedy wise, but I've always had like an affinity to characters in TV programmes who become like just unnecessarily angry, and for some reason during that weekend I adapted that character and was actually quite an obnoxious prick, and thankfully those videos are not easily accessible. But one stellar moment was when my majestic arse, which I could easily show you right now or tease you while I'm sat here in my boxes, but I won't, because my audience is predominantly middle-aged men, and I've not got to a rough patch as bad for me to basically find a sugar daddy. Yeah, my majestic arse actually smashed my first Cloudwater glass, and it's been a slippery slope since then. This was one that I actually bought from Beermoth on my last trip to Manchester. I actually wanted the Beermoth glass, but unfortunately they didn't have any because too many people had stolen them. And yeah, and I saw that they were using Cloudwater glasses, and I was like, that's a very nice glass, and that will be broken in a few months. Sort of like me when I enter a relationship. Anyway, is that alright with you two lads? So, beer in the glass then, and it's pretty much jet black, maybe some slight ruby hues emanating from the bottom. Childish. About half a finger's worth of a nice creamy tan looking head, looking very nice in the Cloudwater glass. So let's see what we get on the nose. You are getting that slight citrusy edge to it. I've not had Panettone for absolutely ages, and it's everywhere during Christmas. So I can't really remember. My nose just literally shat itself from the inside there. I can't really remember too much, but this to me almost has like the smell of a dark lemon drizzle cake. Really nice, stark, malty, roasty character to it as well. Does smell a little bit cakey, not too ridiculously sweet. A little bit dense. But you are definitely getting a dessert-like flavour, aroma. And the citrus elements do really shine. Subtle vanilla character as well. Almost has like the essence of a sponge cake. It smells really, really nice though. It really, really does. It's not like majorly emanating from the glass. But from what I remember of Panettones, it smells like a cake of some description. So, you know, in terms of its theme, I suppose it's pretty much there, and my hair's getting to that point where you can't do fuck all with it, although I keep lying to myself that it looks good when it's messy, even though I look like a homeless person. But maybe that's just, you know, that was a thing at some point, wasn't it, in some stages of hipsterdom, for people to look homeless. And I did see a really good meme of a photo of like a fella with like balding but still trying to keep his hair, with like the caption of like spends so much money buying like conditioner and hair products, and then underneath is a very majestic, I don't think he's actually homeless, the person whose photo they've used, but like a really majestic long hair, but it's like all naturally curly and swishy, and then yeah, day-to-day homeless man. And yeah, anyway, let's see what we get on the taste. Cheers, by the way. This is interesting. That combination of citrus characters, the zest, mixed with the almost smoky charred malt character, give it a very licorice sort of flavour, and the washing machine is obviously in its final stages. What is it with washing machines? Jerry Seinfeld moment. What's the thing with washing machines? Don't know why I said in a slightly posh English accent. But what's the thing with washing machines saying you've got 20 minutes to go, and then a few minutes later you look at the same washing machine and for some reason it's gone up to 37 minutes. What's the deal with washing machines? I think I'm actually coming across pissed when I'm not really. I'm not even tipsy. I've only had, this is my third beer of the evening. Yeah, anyway. There is a bit of a cakiness there, but I just can't get over the licorice side of things. No booziness really at all. And if there is any, it's very, very subtle. Very slight warming sensation. Ridiculously drinkable, but it's still got that like oily, slicky sort of body to it. Does it fit the brief? Again, I've not had panettone for ages because I usually tend to avoid it. Although you always seem to, if someone's made you a Christmas hamper or like a pre-made Christmas hamper, then chances are there'll be some brand of panettone in there. Whereas when I'm getting like Christmas treats when I'm going to supermarkets, it's usually the sort of like the German, Austrian sort of things, you know, like Lebkuchen. By the way, why have Aldi and Lidl stopped selling cinnamon stars, which to me is like the ultimate Christmas treat? Yeah, I don't know. And every time I try and make them, I think I use a bit too much egg white, so it never sets, so it's always mushy and very soft. But yeah, like Christmassy treats like Stollen. Terry's chocolate orange is like a universal all year round chocolate, but always feels a little bit more special around Christmas. Mince pies, classic. But yeah, panettone. I mean, I love Italian cuisine, right? Pizza, lasagna, any other form of pasta. I know that there's more to Italian cuisine than that. Yeah, cured meats. But yeah, panettone, just like, if you have like a properly like made, like, you know, like an Italian grandma making it, then I'd imagine it's going to be one of the best things you've ever eaten. Although we had some really nice amaretti, like firm, cakey, biscuity things recently, which were absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, panettone's never really done it for me. And this stout's a bit weird. Not weird tasting, it's just, it's not what I was I'm not like trying to silently fart. It's because I'm literally sat in my boxies. Any flesh that is touching this wooden chair is sticking to it, which is never comfortable. Thankfully, I'm not poking out at the sides, or else you'd hear like a genuine rip. And that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. That'd be almost like a There's Something About Mary moment. But yeah, I'm just getting loads of licorice in it. Almost like licorice, maybe a little bit of like a cinder toffee sort of character as well. But like I said, the use of zest gives it that licorice side, and it almost turns it into a very sort of like subtle Cascadian dark ale. But it's not, obviously not hoppy, because there's no like hoppy hops in there, really. A little bit bitter on the aftertaste as well. It's a very nice imperial stout. It's not drinking like an imperial stout at all. But Panettone, I can see it. I can see it. Like I was saying in the last double IPA review, as part of this series, made the Brewser Christmas series. At least it's got a festive sort of element to it, unlike all of the double IPAs that are in the box, even though I'm not complaining, because I like hoppy beers. But yeah, it's not bad. It's interesting. Not what I was expecting it to be. But at the same time, it's a little bit more citrusy than I thought it would be. See, I had like an inkling that might have been lost somewhat in the beer, but no, it works. Vanilla gives it a little bit of a softness, sweetness sort of thing. Am I getting any honey from it? That probably plays into the slight sweetness, but you're not getting like a distinct sort of honey flavour. But no, I think that's spilt on the worktop. Slightly, it's under the plate. That's annoyed me. That's really, really annoyed me. So we'll mop it up. I really hope that this counter and the camera angle is not exposing my crotch. Well, you'd have to pinch to zoom. Anyway, yeah, it's nice. Pronounce your T's. Not what one was expecting. Now we've got a really big craving for chicken wings, but they'll take about 30-40 minutes to cook. And I don't really want to be up. Maybe I'll just throw some popcorn chicken in the air fryer. Yeah. Anyway, thinking about food, moving swiftly on. Nice body to it, not too stupidly thick, which is always good. The citrus character is a little bit more pronounced than I thought it would be. But yeah, to me it's more like a slightly smoky, slightly smoky, licoricey sort of taste. And again, I'm getting not really big Cascadian dark ale vibes, but I'm getting Cascadian dark ale vibes. And it's amazing how the use of like a genuine citrus fruit used in a beer like this can give one that impression. But yeah, it's nice, very nice indeed. I can't fault it really. But yeah, I don't know, it seems like my own expectations of this, shaky hands, dramatic effect, anger, distress, I play a character. I would never have the self-confidence to actually act like this in public. And have I been chewing on this? Soaking? Yeah. Is that alright with you, lads? It's alright with me, lads. But yeah, I don't know, but part of me is like a little bit like underwhelmed. The fact that I've gone through all of these beers. So I've probably hyped this up a bit too much, thinking it's going to be like, you know, like a lemon drizzle sort of feeling with a bit of a chocolatiness. But objectively and subjectively, don't get me wrong, it's a lovely, lovely imperial stout. But again, it doesn't really feel too festive-y. Even the snowballing inspired sour didn't necessarily feel festive-y. But the beers, although I've liked some more than others in this box, have all been really high quality. And I think everyone involved has done a great job. But yeah, very nice indeed. But I know for a fact that both breweries can make better imperial stouts. I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. Well, I'm not disappointed, because I think that it's tasty, it's really enjoyable, and yeah, if you see a can of it, I'm not sure, mind you, I don't think you can buy the cans individually, but yeah, it's capped off what's been a nice selection of beers, and yeah. If you don't like Panettone, you're probably going to like this, because it doesn't taste like Panettone. It doesn't remind me of Panettone. But take that with a very, very big, not just a pinch, but a tablespoon worth of salt, because I've not had Panettone for such a long time, because I think it's a wank dessert. And yeah, dark times for Italian cuisine, in my personal opinion. And who am I to talk as a Britishman? You know, give me a Panettone over cheesy chips any day. And then you get these absolute scumbags who have cheesy chips with gravy. I think a certain tracksuit wearing person from Leeds would have liked cheesy chips with gravy. And he also liked some very questionable things, didn't he? Anyway, lovely beer. Not what I was expecting. Excels in parts that I didn't expect it to, but also fails to deliver. It's very harsh. I don't mean it as harsh as that, but I can't think of any other turn of phrase to use at this point in time. But it sort of like lacks in certain aspects that I was expecting. But on the face of it, if you were to give me a can of this, for me to just enjoy it, give me a pour of it, I'd say that's a very good imperial stout. And I'd be shocked that it was 11%, because the more I'm drinking it, the less boozy it feels. So yeah, anyway, I've been Seaside Clueless. Funny, quick, and yeah. Bacon beer buddy time, bacon beer buddy time, bacon beer and bets, bacon beer and bets, bacon beer and bets, bacon beer and bets. Anyway, links down below to everyone involved in this beer, and yeah, I think we've got space for a couple of other Christmassy beers. Anyway, cheers for watching, you all take care, stay safe, and I'm a fucking idiot. Bye.